Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're jumping right into the trying new makeup. I have a ton of stuff to go over. I've been so excited to share this video. Just look at all the products I have down here. I bought some stuff from SheGlam. I saw a bunch of people testing that in sponsored posts, so I wanted to see if it was actually any good. I have magnetic lashes. I'm going to try some new YSL, new Too Faced, Makeup by Mario, just a bunch of brand new products to share with you guys. And I also picked up a new shade in my brow blade, which is Blackout, the darkest shade they carry. I was worried it was going to be too dark. At first, when I tried it, I definitely noticed the difference that they were quite dark, but honestly, now that I've used it a bit more, I feel like the shade is better for me. So let me know how you like the color of my brows, as I was using dark drapes before, and this one is darker. So I want your honest opinion on those. So I quickly did that. And I also bought this. I saw another sponsored post about these, and I decided to pick it up because this is the brand of daily contacts that I use, and they started to make these new color ones. So I got Mystic Blue, which I'm wearing right now. I won't be able to tell till I edit this video whether they look kind of scary or not, but in person they look the most natural, almost too natural, because they just have a little bit of blue around the outer part, and you can still see a good portion of my eye color. So I wish they were a little bit more blue personally, but I wanted to let you know that I'm trying those out too. Honestly, with these lights, you can't even tell, at least from the side. It's just around the outer part of the eye that looks blue. Not worth the money. Getting right into it, Too Faced sent over their new lip balms, which look fairly cheap packaging, but I wanted to just slap one on my lips right now just to give some hydration because I'm feeling quite dry. So I'm just going to put on Peach Punch right now. This is the packaging on the new Too Faced lip balms. Has a heart inside. They smell good. Really thin, not too much to these. I don't know how I feel about them right now. They do seem a little on the cheapy side, so we'll see how the formula is. It's supposed to be infused with peach and sweet fig milk in that. Starting off with my eyes, I picked up the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes eyeshadow palette. Looks like this. Played around with it the other day and it's really pretty. Every time I saw tutorials and I liked the eye tutorial, they were using this palette. So I'm like, you know what? I know it's basic, but I want to pick it up because honestly, I loved every look I've seen with it. So I did wear this the other day in a picture I will throw up, and I'm just going to do something probably a little bit more smoky than that because I thought this would be good to use for maybe a New Year's Eve look. I'm going to start off with this shade right here, and this is a Tom Ford brush. I just randomly picking up a brush. You can use any kind of fluffy brush for this. I want a little bit of a crease color. I want to use the more cool tones in here, so I'm going in with this. Just going to gradually deepen up. I like that this has a mix in it. We can be pretty messy with this. And this is a Morphe M433. I'm just focusing this on the outer corner, and then we're just going to gradually build this up. In terms of the eyeshadow formulation in this isn't my favorite matte formula I've tried. It's not bad. It's just not my favorite. I do like the color story though, and that it's all mattes. I'm going to be going in with black, so I just want to get some sort of blend going on first. I don't find them overly blendable though. I'm trying to blend out this section right here and it's not going anywhere. So sometimes when I have that issue, I just clean it up after and just make it more of a wing shape. That's how I salvage issues like that. I'm gonna still try and see if I can blend this out, but right now it's just not working. Had the same issue when I used this the other day. Starting to blend out there. Just add a little bit more of this color. But it's definitely not the easiest to work with formula for me. As I said, it's not horrible. It's just not as easy as some other ones I've tried. Mixing this shade and the black, I'm going to gradually deepen it out some more. And then I might just go in straight with black. We'll see how smoky we go. So I was using a Frvr 03 and then I'm using a Frvr 12. I made a little triangular shape and I'm just going to buff this in to the crease. I kind of sit back and see how smoky I want to go with this. I thought those colors would be even harder to work with, but they've been easier than some of those browns. So the black isn't actually that bad, which is good. And now just going in with that black, it's the last step. and keep that close to the lash line. Then just to clean up right in here, I'm going to take this shade and a little bit of this because I still want it fairly smoky and to darken it because the other shade's lighter than my skin tone. And this is a Smith 247. And I'm just going to lightly clean up the inner corner. Then I'm going to be trying the Kiss Magnetic Eyeliner and Lashes. First time ever using magnetic lashes, so we're going to test this out and see. I get irritated from regular lash glue, and I hear that magnetic liner, you stand a less chance of having any sort of irritation, so I'm hoping that this works out for me because I honestly can hardly wear eyelashes anymore just because of my sensitivity. I haven't used a little brush tip like this in so long. We'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna wait here for this to dry. It's taking kind of a long time. I did 2 coats though. It says reapply 2 to 3 more coats for a maximized strength. I'm just gonna do the 2. So I have 2 styles here. We have the Tempt and then the Crowd Pleaser. So I was kind of leaning towards the Tempt. It's a little bit more natural. One of the lashes looks a little wonky though, so I'm worried that's gonna look that way on my eyes. But we're going to test this one out and see. If it looks bad, I'll just try the other pair on. Here we go, first time. That's really cool and easy to apply. But yeah, I need to put on some mascara. I totally forgot about that. I don't think these are dramatic enough for the look I'm going for today, so I am going to try out the other ones, but those went on so easy. This is the first SheGlam product that you can get at Shein that I purchased, and I heard a ton of people raving about this mascara. It's their SheGlam All-in-One Volume and Curl Mascara. So it has 2 different sides. It's in black. This is what the mascara looks like. So I cannot wait to test this out. I'm going to curl my lashes. My eyeliner still looks wet, but maybe this is in a matte formula. Yeah, my eyes don't even look blue right now. They just look green with like an outer. Yeah, I really don't like these contacts. I don't find too much product coming out on, especially the volume side right now. I'm used to it just being a lot more. I like it. It looks natural. It's not clumping up at all. But I don't find it as dramatic, or maybe I just don't have as nice lashes as the people who are using this. So the mascara thoughts so far, it's not bad. It's just very natural, in my opinion, for it to have that 2-sided volume and length. I just feel like it's a very natural sort of mascara. Because there's not much product, I feel like, coming out in mine. Maybe I have a dud, I don't know. But it's not coming out as much as I thought it would be. Let's see how these Crowd Pleaser ones look. These ones I may need to cut. They look kind of big. Those ones might work better. So for these ones, I normally would cut off probably a little bit of this, and it says you can. But I'm going to just try this out and see. But it is overhanging slightly on the outer corner of my eye, which normally I don't like. But it does say you can cut off one of the magnets. I like how you can lift these up and reposition them on your eyeliner. That was really, really easy to do. These definitely are a longer pair for me, and I can feel it a little bit prickling on the inner corner of my eye, but that can easily be fixed by cutting them. But right now I just wanted to kind of test them as they are, and I feel like they're nice, easy to apply. Like they just lock onto the magnetic eyeliner effortlessly, and you can reposition them as needed. It was easy. I like them. For primer, I have nothing new, so I'm just gonna do my primer combo here, which is my Osmosis Luminous Treatment Primer plus Highlighter, and then my Perricone MD No Makeup Instant Blur. This has been my go-to lately. Oh yeah, there was absolutely no fallout with the Makeup by Mario palette. That's never a deal breaker for me, but I didn't even have to do my eyes first. I just noticed that now when I was putting on my primer, it's like, I have zero fallout from that. And then for foundation, I also picked up the one from SheGlam, and I got the shade Golden. I was gonna get this one or Honey. I wasn't positive which one to get. And this is a $12 foundation that comes in like a velvet sleeve. Looks super high-end and luxe, feels really nice. says shake well before using, so we will do that. And pray this is somewhat of a good match, but look at this packaging. It looks really nice. Feels heavy. And then I'm just using this foundation brush from Sephora. Came out with one of the holiday sets. I've been really loving this for foundation. So here is the consistency. It's almost like a gel. Doesn't have any fragrance to it. Just smells like foundation. And this is going to be a great match for me. So if you're similar in complexion, golden is your go-to. I remember MAC had a foundation, Sculpt. Oh, I forget the name, but I didn't like it. And it was kind of a gel consistency, which I would consider this to be almost like that. And the reason why I don't like gels so much on my skin is because I feel like it can look a little bit cakey in my pores. They just don't sit as nice as something that's a little bit more liquidy. It doesn't look bad right now. It's just something I've noticed, like right away, I can tell that some other foundations sit a little bit better. I don't hate it, don't love it right off the bat, but we need to set it first because I'm still looking a little bit textured. I like the finish. Has a good medium coverage, building nicely, but I don't feel like the more you use that you can get like a super full coverage. It's just looking a little bit heavy right here. That is all. I'm trying to buff it in though. It's just because I have texture right there, so we need to set it with powder. The foundation itself though, like, it's nice. I just gotta work it in. They did have a sponge that was new too. I got it for free when I placed my order. Let's get that. 12th Shein anniversary. So I already wet that. First time for everything. Let's see if that helps it blend in. So yeah, I do like it. I think it's looking better and better as it sits on my skin. Just really needed to be buffed in. The packaging is to die for though. I'm loving that. I just got this in PR. I used this years ago, so this isn't my first experience with it. This is just a limited edition packaging. It's the YSL Touche Eclat and brand new one. So you gotta pump this up. Packaging is gorgeous though. And I have another concealer that I'm gonna use. This is very bright. So we're just going to use a little bit. It's like a corrector brightener. I'm not gonna go too crazy with this. Does a really nice job at brightening the under eye. I remember liking this, but not loving it as much as other people. It does look pretty right now though. I can definitely tell it brightened up the inner corners of my eyes, but I do have another concealer I've never tried before that I got in PR. It's the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. And I picked out the shade 2W to test out. It's a nice warm shade. This should be perfect for me. I love the paddle applicator. It's one of my personal preferences for concealer actually. I think the KKW one has it as well. I just love how it bends. You can make straight lines like down your nose like that. You can highlight easily with it. It's just such a good applicator. What kind of applicator do you guys like for concealer? I'd love to know. I can tell I like this concealer too. Has a really nice thin blendable formula. Perfect color choice. Feels hydrating. It's not heavy. Blends in like a dream. And this sponge is really soft and nice too. For being free. I don't know how much these retail normally. I'm sure it's inexpensive. But as I said, it was like a gift with purchase. Oh yeah. I love that concealer. How has it taken me this long to try it? It's super hydrating. It looks really good. Then to set everything in place, I have the She Glam Baked Glow Setting Powder. And I have the shade Cappuccino. So they didn't have the translucent one in stock when I purchased this. So I decided to go with Cappuccino after seeing some other people review this. I thought it would be a good shade for me. I think they revamped some of their makeup. It's nice, simple packaging. Comes with a little powder puff, so it goes everywhere. And I'm just going to use the sponge to apply this. Very mattifying. No scent, finely milled. Powder is nice. I mean, it's doing everything I want a powder to do. It's mattifying, smoothing. I do like the foundation actually probably better unset. I preferred how my skin looked prior to this powder, but it is smoothing everything out. Just an update on my lip balm. They're actually feeling drier. Yeah, I don't like the formula of that. My lips literally ate it, so all you see is color, but there's no balm. It's like a stain to my lips and kind of dried them out slightly. Trying new makeup, sometimes there's like tons of hits, all hits, and then there's a lot of misses. This trying new makeup is like all over the place. I feel like there's some really good ones and then some not so good ones and meh ones. But here is the bronzer I meant to try last time from the Balm. It's Bronzilla. And you can use this bronzer, contour, and shadow. It's like the perfect color for all of those things. So I'm just going to do like a bronzer sort of situation on my Smith 154. This is when I feel eyes start to come together, is when I bronze up the skin. This is a very dry powder, and I know you think all powders are dry, but that's not the case. A lot of powders have a little bit of creamy play to them, and this is definitely one that's on the drier side. I guess I prefer something that's not so firmly pressed, so something that's not this hard, a little bit softer is my preference for powder. I find it picks up a little bit better for bronzer because when it's this hardly pressed, it goes on a little bit harsh. This color is more contour than bronze for me, considering I have like light medium skin at the moment. It's really natural and pretty. I'm actually going to use this for my nose. So I definitely use this color more for contour. And this is a Zoeva 109 face paintbrush. My favorite brush for contouring my nose. It's literally the size of my nose where I want to contour. Went a little bit crazy there. This is gonna be New Year's. We want super contoured. Not blotchy though. I'm gonna finish off under my eyes while I let my nose kind of hang out there for a second and fix itself. So I'm going to use this shade and that one, and then maybe a little bit of the black. Then a little bit of the lengthening side. There's like nothing coming off this. There's like nothing coming off that mascara. Because we're gonna make this New Year's Eve type of smoky, I'm gonna do black in my waterline. Hardly ever line my eyes. Then I purchased 2 of the blushes from the She Glam line in Scrolling and Let's Escape. It says it's a lightweight matte blush. I used Let's Escape and it was really pretty. I think I'm gonna still use that one today for this look. I find these hard to open though. Hold on. Here is the packaging on the blushes. And here is the color Let's Escape, just a beautiful pink shade, and I love the design on the blush. This one is more so something that I'd wear all the time in Scrolling. Just a beautiful burnt type of blush. So we're gonna use Let's Escape, and this is my BH Nazanin Kavari number 3 brush, which I love for blush. You get a lot of product, and this is very vibrant. So it definitely is a lightweight buildable blush. Nice pigmentation. I do like the blush. And then this I also got in PR. It says it is the YSL Fusion Ink Cushion Foundation in Wild Shimmer. But I looked this up and this definitely is a highlighter and I swatched it. So it has that holiday packaging, really gorgeous. It's like a light pink with some glitter in it. This I would more so use on probably a more natural makeup day. It's pretty, but I honestly wouldn't spend my money on this personally. Unless you love the packaging, love the formula, or a collector, or think it's a really pretty highlight. It's just something that I wouldn't spend my money on. There's other products from YSL I think are much better. Like the Touche Clot, I forgot how nice and brightening that was. Because this is a New Year's Eve look, I want to do it even more glowy, and I thought I'd give this another chance. It's the Vive highlighter in Holy Chic. Mine came busted. I'm still waiting on a replacement. But this has glitter in it. It's really beautiful. It honestly would be a favorite highlight of mine if it didn't have the glitter, but I figure If you're going to have glitter, you may as well do it for New Year's. And since our eyes are matte, let's put on the glitter on the face. So trying to wipe off that lip balm, and it definitely stained my lips. And I thought these would be more of that kind of effect, because Too Faced also sent these over. They're the Peach Bloom Color Blossoming Lip and Cheek Tints. And just from looking at these, I was going to use them on my cheeks today, but I had the She Glam blushes. And these, when I swatched it, looked like they'd probably ruin my makeup. So I didn't test them out today, but I did use them on my lips earlier, and I much prefer it on my lips than even the balms. I find this very nourishing on my lips. So this is Guava Glow, and I would wear these more on the lips. If you can see this on my hand, it's super sheer, and just the consistency of it, it really doesn't do much. So I do actually find the balms more tinting than this, but these are more nourishing. But I definitely wouldn't wear these on my cheeks just due to the formula. So I wanted to give my opinion on those. I would just honestly pass on those personally. And then for my lips today, I'm going to line them with Melt Foxy. And then I picked up 2 liquid lipsticks from She Glam. I have Naked and Neutral. Naked is a very light tone peach shade, which looks like this. I'm going to swatch them both for you. Has the paddle applicator. This would be much too light for me. Beautiful peachy color if you're looking for a light peach tone. And then Neutral. This is gorgeous on its own. I wore this in that one picture I showed you guys. Same packaging. And this color is, it is so perfect. I love this. So I'm going to be using that on my lips today, and just that. It's a nice thin formula, good pigmentation, not overly drying. Actually really enjoyed this. Again, for me, I much prefer a bullet lipstick, but this is a nice liquid lipstick formula. I wanted to do a more cool tone look for a change. So to set my face, I'm just using my Morphe Mini Continuous Setting Mist, which has that holiday new scent to it. And you can get this on Sephora Canada, and they actually had the little set that I had on sale. So hopefully they still have it on sale. I love the Continuous Mist. And I didn't want to waste my Charlotte Tilbury because this makeup is coming off. Since I got this fan off Amazon, I've never had to charge it. I read some reviews saying that people had to always charge theirs, but I've never had to charge mine since I've been using this. Here's the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial for New Year's Eve. Trusting. Coming up with new words over here. Trying new makeup for New Year's Eve. I have a couple standout items for me. I think I'm really liking the brow color that I'm using now, even though it's not a new product. I have a tutorial for my brows already up on my channel. The lashes I'm actually going to really love, especially if I don't have any sort of irritation from the magnetic liner, considering I can't even use latex-free glue now without getting any sort of irritation on my lash line. So this is a great alternative for me. The foundation's looking pretty. I need to still test it throughout the day to see how it wears. The powder was nice. The concealer from Laura Mercier, even though it's not new, blew me away. That's one of my top products. The Mario palette is nice if you like the tones. It wasn't my favorite in terms of workability, but I mean, it looks beautiful now. So it does take a little bit of work to get there. I love the color story of it, but again, it's not my favorite eyeshadow formula. This lip color I'm living for. It's a beautiful formula from She Glam and very affordable. The blushes, the YSL highlight I would pass on. The mascara, not doing anything for me. It's too natural. I swear there's nothing in that mascara tube. Like, I'm trying to work with it and just nothing's coming out. So there was hits, misses, meh products in here. I hope you guys found some things maybe you want to check out, or some things that you can save your money on from me trying it on my face and seeing how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know if you want to see more cool tone looks like this in the future. It's definitely something different, but I feel it's very suitable for New Year's Eve, and I will see you guys in my next video.